Can you really do Ibiza on a budget? Here's my tips and tricks for Ibiza 2023. And this is from someone who has just been there. And I'm Melissa Clark. If you do not know me, I'm a content creator and makeup artist and just like to give you bestie kind of vibes. I know now to when I'm going back next year, I will do things a lot differently. First up, your transport from the airport to your accommodation. Do not take a taxi off any man who is inside departure saying, "Do you want a taxi?" They charge double the price, and I don't know if they're even proper taxi men. You can either get there by bus or go to the taxi rank with the big white taxis, the legit taxis. Okay, accommodations. So you can either stay in Playa de Bossa or San Antonio. San Antonio is where most people stay. It is a lot cheaper than Playa de Bossa. Playa de Bossa is a bit more bougier, where San Antonio is that bit bigger. The price difference between food in Playa de Bossa and San Antonio was crazy. So much cheaper in San Antonio. Lower your expectations for your accommodation. For what you pay in Ibiza for accommodation is not worth the price. If you were just going for the music, the DJs, and the partying, I would not bother too much with your accommodation. Literally lower your standards and just have somewhere where you can sleep. If you're going to actually relax and want a nice pool, then you will have to up your standards for your accommodation and probably go to Playa de Bossa because you get the best of both worlds there. If I was going back again personally, I would probably go back to San Antonio just because of the price difference. Playa de Bossa has Ushuaia and High and has the nightclubs all around that area. That's why I think it's a bit more expensive. But then again, San Antonio has your pool parties like Ocean Beach and Ibiza Rocks are closer to that area. Taxis from Playa de Bossa to San Antonio could cost you about €35. But then we realised the disco bus. If you're going to any nightclubs that you're going from San Antonio to Playa de Bossa, get the disco bus. It runs from 4 o'clock in the afternoon to like 6 o'clock the next morning and it's only €5, which is a massive difference to save money long term over the week. Also, as well, if you're going to any of the big nightclubs or if you're going to Ushuaia, I would recommend free drinking before you go in. The price of literally 4 spirits and 2 bottles of 7 Up in Ushuaia cost me €97. Needless to say, I did not buy another round. You can literally buy some drink in a local store, drink on your balcony, and then go on with yourself. It's so much cheaper. I'd also recommend going to like a supermarket and picking up like rolls and ham and cheese or whatever for like lunchtime. Personally, I don't like big dinners at lunchtime anyway. And I just found this was good for my like stomach and obviously save some money as well. If you're eating out like 3 times a day, literally you were talking about €200. O Beach. When you leave O Beach, there is no taxis that come to that taxi rank. You literally could be waiting up to an hour or 2 hours for a taxi to pull up. There will be also those men offering you taxis and they're charging you double the price. So what I would do next time is I would literally walk a bit down into San Antonio and ring and book a taxi. So then they pick you up directly where you are. Tickets to Ushuaia for Calvin Harris were €100 each. Most of the nightclubs or most of the big DJs that you want to go see, especially in the likes of High and things like that, will cost you about €70 minimum. You can get into Ibiza Rocks or O Beach for €30 a ticket. That's if you do not buy a bed. I personally don't think you need to buy a bed in Ibiza Rocks because there's actually no need. I think it's actually better without a bed. In Ibiza Rocks, you are under shelter, you're right beside the bar, DJs in front of you, like, unless you have a group, maybe. Ocean Beach, I think if you have a group of people, it probably would be worth investing in buying a bed for the day because you do get drink with that. But if you're going on a budget, you do not need to. You'll still have a really good time with your €30 ticket. If you have any questions below, let me know and I will help you out as best as I can.